Mortgage applications jumping to a 2-year high just this last week as interest rates held largely steady. But at the same time, sellers are pulling the homes off the market at the fastest pace in nearly a decade. So what's going on in housing right now? Joining me now to make sense of all of it is Redfin CEO Glenn Kelman. This is a ridiculously interesting story right now because if you didn't really know what those metrics were, you would have no real idea that people are just not happy about keeping their house on the market for that long. What exactly is driving the staleness in the housing market right now?
Well, we've just had a massive shift from a seller's market to a buyer's market, the first shift in at least a decade, and everyone is just taking a moment to adjust. There are some sellers who can't sell and pay off their mortgage. That also is something we haven't heard in 10 or 15 years. And so the whole market is going through a massive transition.
The transition that's happening right now, do you have any kind of visibility on how long that transition lasts? When can we expect maybe, I guess it's all relative, but quote unquote normal behavior for, say, a spring selling season?
Well, I think it will come in the spring when the market changes over the winter. Many people decide just to pack it in, celebrate at home, put up the tree, and then try again in January, February, or March. So around the time of the Super Bowl, we'll see what direction the housing market is going to take. But until then, I think we're going to be in a limbo. There's macro uncertainty just around the whole economy. We've seen some high-end demand take a hit just because the stock market has been volatile. So people have really been worried. And when people get worried, they sometimes don't take that 30-year bet on a new home.
No, of course they would not. It makes perfect sense. I guess at this point, Glenn, what exactly would you need to see in the coming months that would get you saying that maybe buyers and sellers can get more comfortable? It's easy to say interest rates have to be lower, but it maybe isn't that simple.
Well, lower interest rates will always help, especially if rates drop below 6, which is always possible. But I think the other factor is just home prices. So we have had a correction without a correction where sales volume is down as much as 50% in some markets, but prices are about the same. And so sellers are looking for some kind of indication that they aren't going to be able to get the price that they want. That is the only reason that they will invest more in repairs or drop the list price. And meanwhile, buyers think that time is on their side, that if we wait until the spring, these buyers will get a better deal. So that's why there's a standoff right now. If there's no change in home prices, but the economy remains uncertain, I think we're going to see low sales volume because sellers are going to hope for the best and buyers are going to wait for a better deal.
Glenn, you've also got a very interesting bird's eye view. The data that you collect across home listings gives you a unique view into what's happening with individual pockets of the housing market. So where exactly are the cold spots right now? Where are people pulling the most listings? And where exactly are we still seeing a lot more activity on that relative basis, geographically speaking?
The cold spots are the hot spots. So in places like Florida, where the weather is nice and people were moving like crazy during the pandemic, we now see that more than 70% of listings are stale. Where there has been the sharpest increase has been in the Washington, D.C. area, probably because of DOGE and uncertainty over federal jobs. Many people there are trying to figure out what to do because they can't sell their house and they can't lower the price. If they lower the price, they're not going to be able to pay back the mortgage. So couple of spots where people are really in a jam, but I'd say Texas and Florida are where we saw the biggest run up, and now we see the most stale listings.